I'm a dancer, and I'm a traveler. And wherever I go, I experience the world one dance at a time. I'm Mickela Mallozzi, and this is Bare Feet. Bare Feet is supported in part by
Bloomberg Connects gives you a way to experience the arts from your mobile phone. You can explore hundreds of cultural organizations from around the world, anytime, anywhere. Learn more at BloombergConnects.org or wherever you find your apps.
New York City is the birthplace of hip-hop, a genre of music, dance, and a whole culture that has touched and influenced the entire world. On this Bare Feet in NYC adventure, I go back to the roots of hip-hop to understand its origins and see how it has evolved over the past 40 years, right here in the Boogie Down Bronx. My first stop takes me to the Trops Gallery and its courtyard in Manhattan's East Village for the annual Ladies of Hip Hop Festival. I meet with Michelle Bird McPhee, founder of the festival, as the day's events begin.
Ladies of Hip Hop 2021, how are we feeling?
I knew lots of women who were in hip hop who weren't teaching, who weren't training other women, but I also knew a bunch of women who wanted to learn. So I was one of those women and just invited some women, and it kind of blew up into what it is now. So kick, step out, kick, step out. All right? Mm-hmm. So kick, step out, kick, step out. Gah, 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 gah.
Woo! Okay.
All right? This is just, we're gonna level up right here.
All right.
We're gonna go down.
Crack.
Pop out, come back in. If we're crossed here, then we turn and keep going.
Oh, yeah.
And down. Come in. Man, you can do all this stuff. You're gonna be battling later. The festival is 1 week, once a year. But we do a Girls of Hip Hop program, which is a program with free classes for girls 7 to 17. We also have a program called Artist Toolkit. It's basically just trying to teach other artists that admin side of the business.
I think that's the hardest part for an artist is how do you make a living? How do you continue to do your craft and make it a career?
Yeah.
So thank you for doing that.
Now it's time for the Ladies of Hip Hop exhibition battle to begin.
When I say ladies, y'all say hip hop ladies. Hip hop ladies. Hip hop.
Let's go.
All 16 competitors represent various styles of street dance, and they were each handpicked and invited by the organization to compete.
Are my judges ready? 3, 2, 1.
Some of the dance styles featured in today's battles include popping, flexing, whacking, crumping, and more. Taylor Gang is a light feet dancer, and she is the youngest competitor here today.
Taylor, how old are you?
I'm 11.
Oh my gosh. How long have you been dancing?
Well, I've been dancing like my whole life, but I started Light Feet 3 years ago. It's my first time coming here. It's actually really amazing. It's like a party, and it's really fun, actually.
Give it up for Taylor, y'all!
Take me home, back to the 7-something, the 7-1. When I drop patience.
I just love this community. This is my 3rd year battling here. I'm really excited. And I love what it represents, the sisterhood, the togetherness, the empowerment.
If someone's watching this and they're like, I don't know if I should try this, what would you tell them?
I would encourage them to do it. It's a safe space. You're gonna learn, you're gonna grow. And not only grow within dance, but just in finding yourself. It's just a great space to be in, and it's a great community to be a part of.
For me, it's really about community and just a vibe and, you know, sisterhood. Because it's a global culture at this point, I think it's just really about building relationships and building long-term families that are around the world. Because that's what I feel like. Every year, my family comes home.
Yes.
Next stop, I head to Bronx Terminal Market 11, just 10 blocks away from Yankee Stadium. I'm here to get a living history lesson in hip-hop culture at the Revolution of Hip-Hop exhibit, across the street from the construction of the brand new Universal Hip-Hop Museum. I meet with friend and hip-hop educator Jamie Schleifer, also known as Lady Jam.
I'm a public school hip-hop dance teacher. I started in '86. My background was in ballet and tap and jazz, and the kids were not having that. They would boycott me. They would say my steps are whack, and they would not do that. But then I saw them do breaking in the corner, and I said, we started to combine what I did with what they did, and we developed the hip-hop curriculum.
Jamie brought me here to meet with Pop Master Fable, hip-hop legend from the Rocksteady dance crew turned hip-hop educator. He is one of the curators for this exhibit, and he is giving us a deep dive into the roots of hip-hop culture.
Every inch of this space breathes hip-hop, and a magical time in New York where the streets were like just flowing with culture and vibrancy.
You have a lot of personal pieces in this exhibit that will eventually move into the Universal Hip Hop Museum. How old are you in this picture?
15.
Oh my gosh.
1980. I spent a whole weekend painting those pants because I wanted to walk into school on Monday and just crush everyone. In my opinion, hip-hop fashion isn't necessarily like what you buy in a store, but how you rocked it, how you flipped it, you know? So adding your own touch to it made it yours.
Tell us a little bit about the elements that make up what hip-hop is.
So there's a dance element. We created b-boying or b-girling, which most people call breakdancing, and another dance form called rock dancing, you know? And it's mostly fancy footwork. Of course, there's the DJ. Without the DJ, there's no party. So you have the MC, which people call rappers, but we call them MCs. And then you have the aerosol art.
I like how you say aerosol artists, because people know it as graffiti art, right?
The technical term for graffiti is, of course, vandalism. I feel that we have to define ourselves and come up with our own terms. And then there's the fifth element, knowledge of self, you know, knowledge of your culture and knowledge of your craft. These are the components, and they all sort of came together at the jams, the block parties, community centers. DJs all throughout the city would bring out their equipment and have these sound clashes, and it would attract the B-boys, the B-girls. For me and for a lot of us, it was a total blessing to have this culture. It gave us a sense of self-empowerment. First off, a pop is a muscle contraction, right? So you can use your tricep, a sharp contraction, and the key thing is to contract and release. 1, 2, 3, 4. So one foot passes it to the other, right? That's right. And you sneak your pop in right here. Boom. Boom, right? Boom. Boom, and arms, boom, and boom, boom. Hip hop, it's just a new name for it, but it's always existed. We inherited from our indigenous brothers and sisters, our elders, our ancestors, and at this point it's universal. That's why the museum is called the Universal Hip Hop Museum. I mean, there isn't a place on earth where hip hop isn't alive and well. And pop,
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
From the Bronx, I head to Albee Square in downtown Brooklyn for the Vinyl Nights dance party. As Popmaster Fable explained, one of the elements of hip-hop is DJing. I'm here to meet with legendary DJ Kenny Parker for my very first lesson in DJing.
The DJ is like the band leader of the band. The DJ controls what music comes out, when, how long. The MC's original job was to hype up the DJ. Before there was rapping, the MC's job was to come on and say, hey, everybody, look at my DJ. Isn't he great? But the MC evolved. They're like, well, since I'm up here,
I might as well.
My name is, my brother, KRS-One.
Yeah.
People don't notice, but KRS-One is a very good DJ.
Yeah.
He showed me the basics, and I used to come by his house practice every day. Coincidentally, his DJ, the world-famous D-Nice, was going solo. And it just so happens I happen to be just learning how to DJ. And that was 30 years ago.
Oh,
and
my
I've just been
God.
going ever since. Let's start simple. You have 2 records and a mixer.
Okay.
The mixer's purpose is for you to be able to play either side that you want, or both sides if you want, depending on where you move the crossfade.
Right.
What you're trying to do is get tempo of one side and the other side to be the same.
Right.
The trick to matching too is that you have to throw the record. You kind of have to throw it in on the one, which is very difficult.
On the one, okay.
Yeah. Okay. The one is right. 2, 3, 4. 1. That's the one.
Yeah.
Okay, so while this is playing, listen to this side.
And I do that.
Switch that.
Okay.
Get rid of this.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Now let's play on that. Now you have to find the one.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, bring the fader over. Bring the fader over if you got it. Hey! Not bad. Congratulations.
What? That was amazing.
That's DJing. Grandmaster Flash was the guy who said, why don't we bring them in on time so that when people are dancing, it will mess up their flow.
Right.
So once he figured out how to bring 2 records on time, hip-hop.
Change the world.
Change the world. You want to get on the kick.
Yeah, okay.
That's the kick. Scratching, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, no!
DJ's going wild.
This is awesome!
This is excellent.
Tonight is a party co-hosted by the Mobile Mondays crew with DJ Kenny Parker and DJ Misbehavior spinning vinyl.
How you doing, Albee Square? You good?
We're here at Vinyl Nights, and we play every genre from the 70s, 80s, 90s, disco, hip hop, funk and soul, salsa. When you hear all of that music in one night, I mean, that's the New York that I grew up in.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, I used to enjoy making mixtapes for my friends' parties. When I got turntables, I got the bug, just practicing. But if you really love it, it doesn't feel like hard work.
From downtown Brooklyn, I head up to Hunts Point in the South Bronx. I'm meeting writer and entrepreneur Sulma Arzo-Brown. And she is taking me to some of her favorite spots here in the South Bronx, including the Boogie Down Grind Cafe, which she is a part owner of.
This is actually our outdoor seating space.
Oh, how cool.
I need to also add that it is award-winning. We just won the Alfresco Award, one of the best seating spaces in New York City. And our trains is a 6 train.
It's a 6 train, I love it.
Oh my goodness, you draw nice.
Yeah!
This is actually the first hip-hop cafe that we have in the Bronx. We also use it as an exhibition space that local artists come here, display their art, and even sell their art. A lot of our names are honoring hip-hop artists to make sure that everyone understands that this is the first hip-hop coffee shop.
Yeah.
I grew up in this area, and there was a point that I wanted to leave, but I decided, well, if I leave, then I'm not here to help solve the problem. In the past, we were known for the red light district, we were known for the liquor stores. So this sign actually came out of one of the liquor stores, and this other sign over here came from one of the indecent clubs that we had in the neighborhood, and we were like, let's make art out of it.
Let's embrace it.
Yeah, let's embrace it and let's turn it around. We now use it to tell a story of how we come up. We are creators here in the Bronx. We can invest in businesses. We don't have to wait for big companies to do it for us. If we come together as one community, we pretty much do it for ourselves. And that's what we call it the Boogie Down grind, because it's all about the grind, right?
Yes.
And the grind made it happen.
Yeah, and the coffee grinds.
And the coffee grinds.
Which we are about to get.
Sulma then takes me to Mott Haven, to Beatstro, an unassuming record shop with a speakeasy entrance to a beautiful restaurant that pays homage to hip-hop culture.
Beatstro.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome to Beatstro.
Thank you.
For joining us tonight. How are you doing?
How you doing?
This is such a beautiful restaurant. It is such a cool spot.
It's an homage to hip hop. And what a better place than the Bronx. We have original artwork from Andre Trainier, from the speaker wall.
Yeah, I mean, this is like the centerpiece right here, and it's beautiful.
So it's always there's Instagram places. It's always the wall or the phone booth. Menu is basically a fusion of soul food and Puerto Rican cuisine. Rice and pork balls, chicken and waffles. We have a fried catfish with locrio. Our kale salad.
Something to make it look like we're trying to be healthy.
No, wait. Let me do something guilty. Let me add strawberries to mine.
Fried chicken, waffles, syrup, strawberries, and some love. Salud.
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 Between the food and the vibe, it just keeps you, it's just right.
For our last stop, Sulma takes me to the Bronx native shop to meet with owner Amauris Grujon.
Pleasure. Welcome to the Bronx.
And El Bronx, I love it.
El Bronx, yes. This is one of the shirts that we do here, that we sell here on the Bronx Native Shop. And one of our fan favorites, one of our most popular shirts. And
718!
you already know.
Area code!
Yes, yes. Got the Bronx on our back. When I think about the Bronx, I think about my community, right? Black and brown, immigrants, hardworking individuals that came here and made it happen. This is the birthplace of hip-hop, birthplace of salsa, doo-wop. So much diversity here, so much culture, history, and Bronx Native represents that.
Con el ritmo pasito a pasito. Y si te sientes bien, dame un grito, yeah. Bartender, dame un traguito, yeah. Is it that hard for you to just leave me alone? Just let me live. Let me see you dance now. Let me see your hands now. Let me see you dance now. Hold on. Stand back and watch it go mode.
You host a lot of community events.
This shop really became a staple for people to come together, to connect. And for me, when I'm here, one of the most beautiful things is meeting new people, experiencing new people.
I'm all the tourists' favorite, but if you know me, you don't care. Some days I'm 3rd Ave, but most days I'm Westchester Square.
I'm from a place where guys spit their first rhymes, where they tell you make it out the hood or resort to crime, where you sleep to the sound of music and cops, where you hang at bodegas and barber shops.
Once the Bronx was burning, and I would say the Bronx is still burning, but this time with that passion, with that love, with that creativity, ambitiousness, entrepreneurship.
So we on fire.
We literally on fire. We literally lit, and you already know we here, we vibing, and it's gonna be, it's a vibe, you know, it's a vibe to be part of this, you know, and making a difference, creating social impact, and helping our people as much as possible.
Creativity in the Bronx is cultivated by community, and that is constantly evolving. I meet with It's Showtime NYC, a program from the Bronx-based nonprofit Dancing in the Streets, whose mission is to offer professional career opportunities to street and club dancers here in New York City.
It's Showtime NYC is a program that was started by Mayor de Blasio to give street dancers and trained performers an opportunity to make money dancing legally. There's not a lot of opportunities such as this in the city. Not a lot of people realize how great it is to be making money doing street dance. It's like
the ultimate, the ultimate.
It's Showtime NYC's dancers feature so many styles of street and club dance.
At least in New York, there's no other street dance program that encompasses many different styles.
it changes us because we're also listening to different types of music and looking at different movement.
Jungle, one of the dancers in It's Showtime NYC, gives me a quick lesson in the dance style house.
House is a style that originated, depending on who you ask,
Okay.
but most people say that it originated in New York. House music, though, originated in Chicago. First step is 1 and 2. And 3 and 4. Try to get that hip in there, yeah. Doom, 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 heel, back. Doom, doom, heel. Yep, that arm. Ways that we move our body in house is called jacking. There's footwork that is akin to other styles, but what makes it different is the rhythm and the cadence. 9, 7, 8. Ha!
Hey, yes, thank you.
Next, Coco Motion teaches me a dance style called whacking.
Whacking consists of striking the pose and accenting the musicality, being very larger than life. That's where you get all the poses and the theatrics of the dance. Your placement starts here. Your wrist roll is the transition to take you to the second placement. You wrist roll back down to take you back to your first placement. You only have 2 placements.
And it looks like you're throwing something. When you do it, you're like...
Yes, because I'm really making sure that I'm accenting the roll back and then the roll back down. Right. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Right. And 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. There you go.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
We didn't even get started.
I know.
Whoa. The way that I dance is I outline the music so that if somebody were deaf, they could still see what I'm hitting and be able to understand this is what the music is doing. So you have 1 full around, pose, pose. There you go. Don't pivot, pivot, but pose, bam, yes, like that.
Okay, so you're accenting that movement, that sound with your body.
Exactly, like an onomatopoeia, to whack, bam, crash, boom, 5, 6, 7, 1.
And finally, Q shows me light feet.
Light feet is a dance style. It is also an energy. The original term was get light. It was a play on being light on your feet. We're starting off with a lift of the leg, drop, open, close. We're gonna repeat that. So 1 and 2, and on the other side, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, and great.
All right.
We like to call it a pocket that Light Feet lives in. That's a little bit different than hip hop. That's a little bit different than other styles. The majority of our dances come from being able to almost look like you're floating, and a lot of the foundation is a lot of footwork.
Yeah. Nice. Amazing. Thank you.
For the Met to approach us and say, we'd love to have you, it was like, I think someone's starting to get it. It is a beautiful art form, and it's just as important and just as special as like ballet and all those other forms that people put up here. Yep.
I think the dance is gonna go wherever the people take it. The music is changing, so we have to adapt to that. That's what I do now. I dance to everything.
Over the past 40 years, hip-hop has evolved into such a powerful and wide-reaching art form, but it has always kept true to its original mission of empowerment to the community, of connection within the community, and the expression of creativity and giving voice to that community.
And I'll see you on my next barefoot adventure, wherever it may take me. Oh!
You can stay connected with us at travelbarefeet.com, where you'll find extra bonus videos, join our Bare Feet series conversations through social media, and stay updated with our newsletter.
You're gonna be listening to this count and counting. Woo! Easy.
Almost.
DJ going wild.